Hi guys, it's Chris and I've got a really cool thing in the traffic lab today. I've been trying to work out a way of making feeder roads into highways to sort of cover for the fact that I have the way of exploding highways into lots of little roads, but I haven't necessarily had good ways for making lots of little roads go into a single highway and going off to somewhere else. Here we have a single highway that's handling the entire load of the whole traffic lab. As you can see, I'm feeding it into one of the twin highway unwinds, except for I made it be a single highway unwind. That's not nearly as effective, but the point was I was trying to jam everything into one highway and keep it moving. This is what the solution to the problem looks like. As you can see, I'm feeding multiple highways out of little roads like this. If you have 3 roads, they can always just merge into a single highway. You want to have a little space for using them. And then what we've got is this configuration. We're splitting the highway into 2 places. And it feeds this central highway, which will take us where we want to go, on both sides. Now here's the deal. If you just have a road that goes directly into the highway, what will happen is it will clog up the far right-hand lane. You just lead directly onto there, and everything will be completely jammed. If we do this, what we're going to get is everybody wants to use this road because it's quicker. They want to take the shortest path that'll get them there. So what they'll do is take their quickest path and assume that they can change lanes somewhere on the highway. Now, they're not very good at changing lanes, but they're good enough to see the difference between, say, this overpass and this shortcut and see that this is shorter than the overpass that feeds you in the other side of the highway. Got the same amount of traffic, but now we have the beginnings of gridlock. Even though the output of this is totally free. It's only the input that's getting gridlock, and yet we're still backing up like crazy. And it's all because these are shortcuts, and everybody wants to take the shortcut. Almost nobody wants to take these other roads because they can see that this is going to supposedly get them there faster. And what that's going to do is cause a choke point that automatically locks up this lane of traffic. It blocks the other entrance. It blocks everything. So what we do is get rid of that. We're returning to the configuration where you can almost, and this is something that can be adjusted as well. For instance, if I was to stop this, remove this, and stick in another one, that goes right out here and then way over to there. See that's a much bigger space. What we're going to see from there is cars are still going to go in there, but now everybody wants to go into this road. This road is the shorter path. And so we can effectively lock up this lane of traffic at will. This one's still fairly evenly balanced. But this one, almost everybody wants to go here. And the traffic will back up completely, and they're not going to take advantage of this other lane. A few of them will, and it's really not enough. So what we can do is bulldoze this. Get back to our little lane making. Sort of gauge it to be roughly the right size, I'm thinking. And I'm also going to make it hit at a good angle. Maybe with extra lanes that way. That's a good angle, so that should move nice and fast. And now this is short enough that more vehicles are going to try to go there compared to here. And as they do, they start mixing into this flow, and they balance it out. This is your way for taking a series of highways leading out of a section. And again, you can always take 3 areas and make it into a single highway, and it'll go at a pretty good clip. Maybe the middle one, as we just saw, will try to get into a lane and block things, but it won't last for very long. But then you've got to feed it into the highway on both sides in a way that's fairly evenly balanced, so that they can decide, because what they're going to do, we have them crossing over. Rather than being on the right lane and going to the right lane, they have to be on the right lane to go to the left lane. But the Sims, they will be able to figure out what lane they want to be in coming through here. So they'll know what lane they want to get in, and that will influence their decision to pick one of these routes, as long as they're fairly evenly balanced. And that's how we get a lovely big highway that is completely rammed with traffic and not getting clogged. And they will go into the middle lane, as you can see, even though they're being fed in either the left or the right. It does see some use. And this will kick the butt of your little roundabouts too, so there. I hope you've enjoyed this little episode of the Traffic Lab, and have fun making your little double feeder, the double highway feeder intersections. This is a great way of just plain filling up a highway with densely packed, fast-moving traffic that doesn't get blocked up too much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.